from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Rutgers offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Gonna look downfield again. Gets it out fast. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Fresno State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines.
Looking to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. And what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the right. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Bulldogs have their offense in high gear. On the option. He'll pitch it. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab on the left. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with that.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a three-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Fires to the big fella. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. On the move. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looking for room. It's Matthews. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Finds his man down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Here we go. Off play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And here comes the field goal unit.
Number 13 on the field goal.
And this one is perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Off the play fake on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's McIntosh. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's O'Neal. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the return. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. He'll start this drive firing. Wide open downfield. Finds a seam. Inside. And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of all plays. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. The Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Gets it out quickly.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Trying play action. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Looking deep. Finds space on the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The corners are walked up tight. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's McIntosh. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carney. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Parks it out of the air. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Fresno State right back to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. They'll go back to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Working that left side now. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the 1st half.
Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll set up to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Fresno State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Scarlet Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get... There he goes! Past the 30. The tag! Touchdown Bulldog! And the route is on.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Fresno State 34, Rutgers 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Might as well give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on
wide open spaces. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down. Another set of downs. They
unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Rutgers 14.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Skips away from pressure. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce.
And everything is going right. Off a deflection. You've already scored a bunch of points. You got the lead. Palmer, everything that they've dialed up so far, it seems like it's working just fine.
you just feel for the defense on that play, too, because obviously they've been making mistakes, and they've given up a lot of big plays, and we've seen missed tackles. Finally, an opportunity maybe to get an interception, just some ray of hope or something to look back on positively in this game. And again, like you said, David, it just has not been their day today.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Fresno State right back to the line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. Unleashes to the end zone.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
They've given up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
To the air on second down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed in the middle, it's O'Neal. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw on third. Using his legs to buy some time. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face. Going for it inside your own 40. They're working that left side. At the 40, there he goes. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. On the ground. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Fresno State. And the stomping has commenced. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Yeah, this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Scarlet Knights will have it 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2, go.
Now the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Zings it complete to the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. He's at the top. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's Acker. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Wants to bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Leaves it with the running back. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll bring it out. It's O'Neal. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. And the Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's taking a deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And This is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. Now on the return. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one.